Public libraries a vital resource for communities. But some here in the metro are being forced to close temporarily because they are contaminated with methamphetamine.
And to give you some perspective here, back in December, the Boulder Public Library closed after high levels of meth were found in the restrooms. That problem also closed Boulder's downtown RTD station bathrooms this week. And just yesterday, Englewood announced its library would now be closed too after they followed in Boulder's footsteps and tested their library for meth contamination. And that got us wondering, how bad do meth levels need to be to shut down an entire library? And how bad is exposure to our health or the health of your kids?
Well, Denver 7's Patrick Perez begins our in-depth coverage tonight and checked out how Englewood's dealing with their closure.
First, it was Boulder's main library, then RTD's downtown Boulder bathrooms. Now, meth contamination has found its way into Englewood's library and its bathrooms.
Unfortunately, the thresholds were above where we thought they would be.
Victor Rochelle, the city's public works director, says they decided last week to test for meth residue after seeing what happened in Boulder.
Our goal here is to provide a safe environment for families, for patrons, for staff. And in order to do that, we thought it would be in everyone's best interest to be proactive and to get that testing out there.
Now, the library, its bathrooms, the North Civic Center lobby, and its second-floor bathrooms are closed.
There's a public service now that is extremely limited.
Despite its small-town feel, not even Englewood could escape the realities of what libraries and other public facilities are facing today. A small percentage of people are using their space for the wrong reasons.
We've seen an increase in drug use or heard about it from patrons. There might be smelling something in the air when they enter a restroom.
Library Director Christina Underhill says last year they hired in-house security to monitor what's going on and help librarians focus on their jobs. And recently, City Council approved funding to hire more staff so they can have a bigger presence on the floor.
We've seen a change in who comes into our library and the clientele around the area. It's really started to escalate.
City staff tell me it is likely that we will be seeing more and more of these tests happening around the metro. Right now, Englewood is focused on hiring a crew to do all of this cleanup. There is no timeline at the moment, and they don't know how much this is going to cost. But to give you an idea, in Boulder, just cleaning and initial testing cost about $100,000, and they intend to spend more than $100,000 on some more remediation. In Denver, I'm Patrick Perez, Denver 7.
And digging deeper tonight, even the smallest amount of meth exposure can be harmful. The determining factor here is proximity and the length of exposure. Now, last week, Boulder County's Health Air Quality Coordinator went in depth on those exposure risks and explained them to Boulder City Council.
The most common pathway of exposure is inhalation. So, as David was saying, you had some employees walk into the bathroom where they saw smoke, inhaled it, felt ill. That's going to be the highest exposure. Any health impacts that you might have, especially dermally, it would likely show up as a rash. But if it's a heavier exposure, you might have headaches, dizziness, fatigue. But typically, those are going to resolve within a day or two after you're removed from the contamination.
So that health official you just heard from, Bill Hayes, says children would be most at risk here. However, this is important, he says the level of exposure possible in a place like a library bathroom poses minimal health risk for kids.
And today I did some digging through the Colorado Department of Public Health website to learn more about meth contamination in our state. And I learned that meth contaminated properties must be cleaned and tested by someone who is certified by the state to deal with toxic exposures. If a property is discovered by the state to be contaminated with meth and that property is not reported and cleaned, property owners could face up to $15,000 in fines. And tonight, Longmont's Library Board is discussing the trend and how it can impact their local library. We reached out to other city libraries, including Denver, to find out if they were now testing their restrooms for meth. Denver just got back to us tonight saying they do not plan on testing library buildings. In a statement to Denver 7, Denver says public health officials are working on assessment protocols and, quote, more specific cleaning measures to address possible contamination from illicit substances in city facilities. And Denver added that its library restrooms are monitored throughout the day by staff and cleaning crews run through them daily.